What an intro. Well, welcome, guys.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been a crazy week, huh?
It is.
Is
our brother Luke on there? Is he on?
I don't know. You probably kicked him out earlier.
Probably.
we got FB Tainted Muffin in the house. Jeff Craig, and we got James Dockery Fishing. James Dockery Fishing. I heard of him.
Nice. All right, where are we?
Where's Nikki? Nikki's not on tonight.
Yes, she is.
Oh. Hello. I'm here. I'm back.
Welcome to another episode of the Old Carter Fishing Podcast. Today we got two guest hosts covering for the other host, and the other one is at a birthday party. Happy birthday, Wyatt Olson.
Yeah.
What's he turn? 5 or 6?
I think he's 6.
Really?
I don't know.
Funny.
He's tall.
He's a big guy.
It's hard to tell.
He is.
I haven't seen him in a while.
So in the house we got Nichole Huddleston.
Hey.
Is it Nikki Outdoors?
Nichole Rose Outdoors.
Nichole's Rose Outdoors. Why can't you just make Nikki? Why can't you just make it simple? Nikki Outdoors.
Well, that's on
Nichole
YouTube.
Rose Outdoors. You get tired by the time you finish typing that
I
in.
know, right?
You search. I know.
Mine's pretty simple.
But we're glad you're back.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
checked
complain. You can't
Facebook.
complain on the comments anymore. I'm surprised that Corey ain't on there to harass you today.
Oh, I know.
Right?
I was looking for
He might be testing lures.
And then we got the mama in the house, Amy Munsinger. What is it? Clam, Vexlar,
Just name it all.
Relevant.
Yeah.
What else?
We got
Tune-
Shields. We got Tuned
Shields,
Up, Custom
Tuned Source.
Rods.
Oh, yeah. You're on
Yeah,
Steels
that's
now. I
right.
forgot about that.
Right.
Good
To
old
my
Shields.
right,
Mhm.
we got the Iceman,
Just that
Scotty.
one guy.
Scotty Gooderman. Is it Vexlar? Is it relevant too?
Huh? No, I'm
No,
not
just
irrelevant.
Vexlar.
Vexlar, Norfin.
Norfin. That's the other one. Norfin.
Get
And
out.
then you got me, Chewy.
And then we have our special guest tonight.
It's,
Too.
yeah, we got a special guest tonight.
What's his name?
I will hold on, Shawn
Widdi Combe.
Comb
He
like
is-
you're combing your hair.
There we go.
Right? That's the way he explained it
He's
to me.
from Lifted
Because he says
Fishing.
that. Did you read this part?
So
The way some people pronounce his name.
Widdi Combe.
Widdi Combe.
Widdi Combe. He is all the way from Washington, Spokane,
Yeah.
Washington.
We'll get him in a second here. But what have you been up to, Nikki?
Not much, working and trying to get out on the ice as much as possible.
People want to know, did you get that muskie?
Come on. Why are you
No, I have not.
tormenting her?
That's
'Cause I
torment.
love
She
it.
got some
I have
decent
not-
walleye.
Because I
though.
love it. Because you know why I love
Walleyes.
teasing her, because I know that the D she does get one or catches one. She's gonna rub it in her faces.
Oh, we're
Oh,
gonna know.
yeah.
We're gonna
Oh,
know
the whole-
immediately.
The whole world is going
So then you're gonna see Nikki in the intro
Yeah,
Your
with her
whole
with her
timeline.
muskie
that's right. She'll be
instead of that
holding it.
big flathead.
It'll be right up here on the back of the wall.
Oh,
here.
yeah, she will make the wall. I'll let
Yeah.
She'll
everybody
carry
make
that
the
around
wall.
with her.
Yeah.
Depending on the size, I might get my first fish mount though too.
She'll just put it on a shirt.
Yeah, there's my muskie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I finally
I
got
think
it.
that would make a good teacher. Now we can just put Nichole Rose Outdoors, right?
Well on YouTube it is Nikki Rose Outdoors.
Well,
but
that's what I thought.
it is.
Okay.
On the YouTube.
But on the TikTok and other platforms, I have to make new accounts when I get banned from live. So
Ah.
Well, stop being
Nichole,
naughty.
We can put in the back. Where's the muskie?
they just
Where's
have
the muskie?
really
Where's it-
like
where's it
it's my
from?
hunting
Where's the
stuff.
beef?
So
Right?
as an
Where's
avid
the beef?
hunter,
From
they
the
don't
old
like
ladies
that,
back in the
So
80s. Remember the two
it's
old
not
ladies?
my
Well, I know we do. I don't know about
Me.
Oh,
it's
Nikki
not
does.
Tito's.
it's not Tito's, it's not memes.
Hello,
It's-
Brandon.
These scones are awesome, by
Jay.
the way.
Jay.
Thank you. I just on a whim I had a little bit of time after work to whip them up
What's
just for Amy.
up? That's yeah.
That's right.
Scones. I'm surprised there's even any left. I'm being nice to share. Don't you?
I
eat
only had
anymore?
one.
You know, that's your second one. So
No,
stop.
this is my one.
I ate one.
No, they're my favorite.
Amy grabbed one right away.
Yep. Nichole
How can
does
you
very
not?
well on her scones.
She's
We
got
were
it
supposed to have a
down.
tournament this weekend, and she was gonna bake for all of
Oh.
us.
Oh, we were supposed to have an emporium of food, like
What
it-
was that? The one in
Saturday.
Wisconsin?
yeah, nice
for Tim.
Duckies. For Tim, yeah.
No.
Unfortunate. I was
Yeah.
really looking forward to it.
I know.
Seeing
A lot
everybody
of-
Do it again.
again, because sometimes these tournaments are the only times you can see all
Met
these people that.
Josh and Emily a couple of times.
Mm,
They're really good people. So
yes.
Yeah, it's too bad we won't have all that day where our buddy was supposed to cook a big old prime rib and her scones, and it was supposed
Yeah.
to be a food fest, but
Yeah.
All right.
it's okay. Timmy will understand.
yeah.
Check we got Jay Johnson in the house.
Jay,
What's up, Jay?
Drop shot team.
What's up, Jay?
Got Fish Warner Outdoors. He actually came by earlier today and dropped off a ice fishing rod for us to give away on the next podcast.
Oh,
Nice.
really? That's
Yeah, it's on the
awesome.
other side. I think I'll show you guys.
What
I'll show
was
the
it
show
tonight?
Yeah, you got to get it
No.
out.
Yep.
You're gonna talk about it.
next week.
no one's gonna be here Valentine's week.
No, next week. The next podcast.
Okay.
Not next week. The next
I ain't
podcast.
coming.
I don't have
Heart
nothing
week.
going
Sorry,
on.
everyone. I
Yeah.
have.
Brandon Nyquist is
I
in
do
the
not
house.
have plans,
Brandon.
so
What's up, peeps?
just gonna hang out at home.
Some call Nikki an orange hat all night. It does look kind of orange,
that?
doesn't it?
It does kind of look.
It does.
orange.
It's more tan though.
That's an Apex sturgeon rod,
This
brother.
is the Apex sturgeon hat. The one
Yeah,
that
wear
right
that
here in
for
Michigan,
muskie.
really. Yeah, we've been hearing that a lot.
Yeah,
We got-
it's not great around
we got
here right now
the
either.
other-
Unless you go north.
The other unfiltered part of this podcast that
What's up,
that-
Wade?
fills in every now and then.
Or
Wade's
the
in
fish
house.
biting in your neck of the woods?
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
yeah.
Got the A team in here now.
You just get better. You don't worry about who's the guest. You just get better there,
Get
Luke.
better and take care of that puppers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Don't influence her, Warner. Please. We're giving it away on the 21st when we have a great group of guys, right?
Well, I can bring stuff in if we want to give it away tonight.
Yeah, we can do
Yeah, I think so. I think he wants to see it tonight.
that.
Don't you, Warner?
Well, anyways.
I think you at least
Or-
need to give a preview of it. Like,
Yeah, we could totally get
you
it.
know.
Oh yeah, I'll post it on the website. I'll post it on the Facebook
No,
page.
we're
I
gonna do
mean,
some- no, we're gonna do some-
short. What?
We'll just show
The
her
rod?
the rod. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
What? How are we gonna get away? Should we just take names of everybody there and then do a drawing, or what do we do here?
The one with the most questions.
The one with the most questions. Oh, well, it's got to be a good question. If
It's
they're gonna
gotta be a
ask
good
if you guys are
question.
dating, then that's not a question.
No, that's weird.
Well,
Ask our
Podcast
guest.
here.
Ask our guest a really good question.
yeah.
Has to have to ask Shawn.
Oh, I've got a better idea. If you guys got good Wi-Fi or a good connection and you guys want to get in, I'll let you guys ask live.
Oh, there you go.
You do that. Yeah.
We could totally do
That
that.
would be fun.
Yeah, but you have to send me a friend request on Facebook first before I can send you a link so you guys can jump on and ask your question. Other than that, or ask our guest a question who is a badass, right? Started off on his own, and now he has an army of people supporting him
Yeah. Nice. Nice to hear.
and a great fan base. And he is from, I forgot the town.
Spokane, Washington.
Spokane, Washington.
Washington.
Oh, geez. Let me just do this for you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wait, it's not over yet. Just hold on.
There's the guys right now.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, good.
Good.
This
Good to hear.
is bring up here. We got Shawn Combe from Spokane,
How's it
Washington.
going?
Widdi Combe.
From Lifted Fishing, coming to visit us
Yes,
here in
ma'am.
Minnesota. How's it
I'd
going?
love to make it down. I hear you guys with the ice houses and stuff. It's just the way to go.
Oh,
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
I don't have one though, but I fished in them a few times.
You guys have ice out there?
We still got a little bit. You got to go pretty far north to get it to any though. And it seems like every day that it's warm, it's getting, thinner and
Yeah.
thinner.
So, like in the high altitude, does that do more to it up there?
Yeah,
Like,
if
with
you go
it,
to the
like the sun.
Yeah, it's up where we go. I think there's only like 2 or 3 hours of direct sunlight, and then you got a lot of shade and that ambient kind of light that's shooting through the trees. So
Mhm.
the ice stays for a while, but it gets so slushy up there. You're walking in 5, 6, 7 inches of slush on top of the ice.
ugh, no thanks.
I've
Yeah,
heard
no thanks.
Cascade gets like that too. So
We got
yeah,
lucky
it
this
gets,
year.
it gets really slushy.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
call it the slush monster for nothing. That's for sure.
That's crazy.
I've heard, yeah, if you don't time it out right, it's bad.
Yeah, we lucked out and went like a week after the madness, and there was actually pretty hard ice, but you had about like 5 inches of ice and then 3 inches of water and then like 6 inches of ice. So you had that weird water
Like
in between
drilling
the 2 layers
holes.
of ice. Yeah. Can you feel it drop through? You drop.
Yeah,
When you drill and
just
drop.
shoots.
When you drill and drop, you're like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always
We could've
fun.
In Russia, what they use that 16-foot auger to get to the water?
Oh, Russia?
Yeah, so-
Yeah. So
Yeah, you
yeah,
pretty-
I saw that.
It's way too much work.
That would be so
Yeah,
awesome.
and it's
Like
such a
me, I
big
just
lake,
stand on- I have to stand way
Being
up on the
such a-
top of a house to do that.
Who you put
Yeah,
with-
yeah, it's definitely. They get a lot of ice up there. I think last year we went, there was like, I want to say at least 18 inches to 20 inches of ice. Because, I mean,
Nice.
it took every bit to the auger. I mean, you're sinking the auger all the way down to the bottom.
Mhm.
There's nothing left. So, but this year it wasn't quite the same. Luckily, we got a little bit of snow down there, which helped with the snow machines and everything. But the first day we got there, it was raining. And when we went over the pass
Oh,
from
God.
Spokane to Cascade, it was 62 degrees and there was like green grass growing out in all the farm fields. It felt like you were going through spring, like a time, like going through some warp,
Oh yeah, I just did that. Came
That's
from
crazy.
4 hours north, and it was snow and ton of ice. And then you come in the cities, it's like 50 and brown.
It's like 54 today here.
No, go away.
But what gets me
Yeah,
though, going back to that Russia thing, is that they're drilling down 16 feet to get to the water, right? And they're catching these tiny, they look like, I don't know, tiny shads, and
Yeah.
they go crazy over that.
They're like whitefish,
Well, you've
aren't
seen the
they?
U.S. fishing team what they're fishing. I mean, how they
Mhm.
that's what they fish. They're not catching like our normal.
Yeah,
not
the
bad
ice
fish.
team. Oh,
And all that
Luke is a big supporter of that ice team.
Yep.
What
Ice
was his name?
team is
Corey?
awesome.
Sideways and get some more camera view out of it. There you
That
go.
team is crazy.
Is that better?
Yeah, that should be a little bit better for you guys.
Yeah.
So Norfin actually makes their suits.
That's what
USA Ice Team
That's what I
suits.
saw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's
That's
cool.
crazy to watch them.
Yeah, they hand auger too. They
Yeah,
hand
They
auger
put
and
their little
like
baits on there, the red blood
they're going
worms.
in
Yeah, they got these
slush, like,
tiny
it's
little reels.
crazy.
See what they were selling at the ice show now that they're trying to get into.
They're
The little
crazy.
palm rods.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I've seen
Those are
those.
actually
Have
fun.
you guys tried them at all?
Yeah.
No,
I've ran
Amy
one
has.
once, but
Amy's the only one that ventures off.
Yes,
I
I
didn't-
haven't bought one.
I haven't bought one. I'm too worried
I
about
do.
pike.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm taking off.
Yeah.
I played with one of the palm rods before with Jay actually.
Yeah, Jay was using one quite a bit.
Yeah, Jay likes those.
Yeah, I've
Jay
always
doesn't-
seen them, and I've always wondered, like how they would hold in your hand. But apparently, people really like them. So
Yeah.
I-
Oh, like super finicky panfish, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
They're
did-
really great.
Yeah, I did see quite a few
Like
people.
microplastics.
Quite a few people at the ice show were buying them. That's what grabbed my attention, but I don't know. It's not
Well, you-
something that interests me.
Well, tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about
Well, I started out, kind of like everybody else, just enjoyed fishing and decided that I kind of wanted to, I guess, express how the outdoors kind of affects everybody. And if you don't get it outside, it kind of, really plays a huge part on people's depression and positivity and stuff in life. And it seems like everyone kind of needs that release, just to get out. And I don't think it's pushed as much nowadays as it should be, just because of all the easy access to technology and stuff like that. It's just kind of hard to break away sometimes, I guess.
Right.
But I decided to kind of start making baits, soft plastic baits, and it kind of took it from there. It just kind of exploded in the last couple of years, and here we are. Went to Cascade and caught a bunch of fish, which has been a dream going down there. Just hearing people talk about it, it's crazy.
It's my bucket list.
Yeah,
One of them.
I think it's
And
all of ours. How far is it from you?
Go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
it's
gotta
one of
go.
those things. If you can go, it's worth every penny.
How
Yeah.
far is it from you?
It's only 5 hours from us, so we're kind of lucky.
Oh man,
it's
that's
like a
crazy.
jump away, man. Yeah.
That's like a drive out for us to go north
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we're kind of spoiled, but
So
it's it comes with with a little bit of a cost. It's never easy to, or I guess cheap to travel and fish, especially nowadays. With gas prices and stuff. But yeah, 5 hours. It's pretty convenient little drive.
Nice. What's your favorite bait then?
This year I actually used the Widowmaker Slab Seeker spoon, and I paired it up with our synthetic perch eyes, and it was just lights out there.
So what's perch eye? Is it more like a chartreuse and green? I mean, what do you have?
Well, it's got. I don't know if we've got a couple pictures. Oh, I don't have any. I didn't send any, huh? Boo on me.
Rude.
I know, rude. Who is this guy? But yeah, it's what it is. Is they're about the size of your average perch eye, the eye of a perch.
Yeah.
But it's soft plastics, and the back of it glows. So when you put it down there, it pretty much resembles exactly what you're fishing with a real perch eye. Only with the glow factor, it kind of throws that extra "here I am" when you're in the dark down there. So
Nice. It'd be interesting to see what they.
That'd be good
I'll
to
tell
tip
you
with
though,
it.
right now,
on
I'm
a jig.
So sick of catching perch. Ugh.
Be good to tip on a jig.
wait until you catch a 2-pound one, and you'll be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
That's different
Yeah.
story now, Sean. We're talking
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
story. We're not talking the 7-inchers. We're talking the big ones. I know. Oh boy.
Yeah, Luke's been trying to get a.
Warn you
That's
guys, if you do go to Lake Cascade, it will ruin you on every other perch you catch ever.
Did you get in
I
any
believe
trout?
that.
No, I saw. That's the funny story. Actually, is I was sitting there talking with my buddy, and I was using a live scope. Looked over, and I'm like, "Oh crap! There's a nice trout up at like 5 feet." I went to go reel up, and that 1.95 pounder was already on there.
Really?
I was like, went to reel up real quick. Pole bends over. I'm like, oh shit! I got a fish on. Set the hook. Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
So it
Nice.
totally caught me off guard, and it was kind of cool to see, the excitement of the trout, and then go to reel up to it, and there's already a big fish on there.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's my next goal here is to trout. I just got a little tiny rainbow trout. That's it.
Have you
I've
ever
done a lot of
caught one
trout.
of those tiger trouts?
Nope.
No.
Oh man, those are
Lakers.
cool.
I am
Lakers
just
are fun too.
Like,
Yeah, I want to get into some Lakers through the ice. Like that's another bucket list trip that I want to do.
yeah.
It's sad how much
Come up
stuff
to
we have
Duluth
around
with
us.
me. Superior. Those runs are really fun.
It's crazy how
Oh,
much
yeah.
species we do have around us that we don't even do. We're just so used
Yeah.
to just catching the panfish around here. Or,
Mhm.
Yeah. it
No,
happens.
there's several lakes up north that have Lakers in them, and I started to do some research, and I'm like, yeah, I'll wait till we have better ice and I have more time. So
yeah. Well, good.
Yes.
What else is your favorite species to catch?
I really like the crappie, and you can't really go wrong with a nice ice bass. Those
Yeah.
things put up one hell of a fight on that little rod.
they're fun.
Oh, yeah.
Get into the 4.5, 5 pounders, and it's like,
Yeah.
hang on.
Or
Yeah,
sheephead.
We actually just got one. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Did the same thing, man. I missed it. They were biting so light. It was like if someone pulled on your
Yeah.
shirt and just like let go,
Like-
it was really light.
Just barely grabbing your plastic, and
Then I missed it,
crazy.
and we watched on the live scope swim 3 feet over to my buddy, and he caught it, and it was a 5-pound bass. It's
That's
always, it
awesome.
always stings a little bit more when you can see it happen on the live scope.
Oh, especially when they're going right by
yeah,
the northerns and all that. Oh,
yeah.
so
It's
crazy.
It's so detailed.
So do you use? I'm assuming you use live scope then, right?
Yeah, we've got a few, like the newer version as well as the
34?
older version. Yeah.
32 and the 34. Which one do you prefer?
The 34 is actually a lot more higher definition as far as separation.
Mhm.
The older one's just a little more blobby, but it really, gives you a good idea where they're coming from and what they're doing. And even if they're just kind of sniffing your lure and swimming away kind of thing, you can really get that good idea of
Yeah.
what their attitude is.
Yeah, I currently
That's
use
awesome.
the 32, and now I'm
Nice.
starting to get that. Do I want to switch quite yet? But I'm like, what's the point?
I
Have you
just run the
ever,
Vexlar.
I have a backslide.
Yeah, I think the big difference though with the Vexlars, it's a lot more quiet as far as the sonar sounds.
It is. It doesn't spook them as much. And like the 30,
Yeah, the live scope
33
is,
that I'm running, you kick it
I
to
think it's
light.
loud.
The live scope?
Yeah.
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 They can definitely feel that or something, because I've heard, you can like watch them scatter whenever you scan.
Yeah, we were actually at Cascade. My brother was telling me when he was using his live scope, pointing it at my live scope, he could see the beam shooting through his screen coming from mine.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So
I've never
it's
seen
got to
that.
be some really, heavy duty
Yeah.
sound that thing sends out to see 200 feet in front of you.
All that
Yeah.
means is that shit's giving fucking fish cancer.
Microwaving them.
Microwave them.
Introduce
mine-
Frying
them
the
to
poor
the
fuckers off.
technology.
I mean, mine currently is the ghosting part of it. I can't get rid of it, which is hard, but it'll
I
happen.
found that if you use like the TVG, turn that off. I'll have to look into my settings, but I've got them pretty dialed in to where it is like just clear as a whistle. But it all has to do with your color palette, if that makes any sense on there.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Are you talking about the 32?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use the, what is it? The red, blue, and white. I
Yep.
think it is.
Okay.
And that seems a lot more clear for me versus the green.
Yeah. Because I think the amber has the worst
Yeah,
like
can't do
ghost
it.
tree or ghost circle in it.
Yeah.
Which Vexlar do you use?
Actually, I don't have one currently, but I started out with the Striker 4, which is kind of funny because that's what a lot of people start out with is the little Striker. But I liked it because of the portability, and I mean I can get like 6 full days of fishing off of the little 10 amp hour battery. So
Yeah.
Nice.
it's pretty hard to go wrong with that,
It's just crazy when you don't hear somebody doesn't have a Vexlar or mark them. You're like,
Yeah.
what?
I know.
Yeah.
I use my live scope more than anything now, so I just have like at Cascade, I had my little striker on my jaw jacker, and I was using the live scope for jigging. So it's just
pretty
kind of
portable.
there. Yeah, just to be portable. Like if I go outside, set up a jaw jacker, I got my smaller unit just to check depth or, you know, anything like that. You guys probably would have lost it when we were at Cascade. We had 22 jaw jackers set up out on the ice. It was like a minefield, man. Oh
So
my God.
illegal here. They're illegal here in Minnesota, so we can't use those.
Yep.
Yeah, in Idaho, they give you, you don't have to have your 2 poles, so every angler can have up to 5 rods during ice season, and then you can
That's
have up
crazy.
to 5 hooks on each rod, so you can have up to 25 hooks in
Holy
the water.
shit.
That's a little
That's-
much, don't
that's
you
a
think?
Yeah,
You
so
can
Great.
pull on spider rig out
That's
there for
fantastic.
crappies
Oh, man.
and
Yeah,
it
man.
looked like a little oil rig out there, like little oil rig, like scene. You know, there's little automatic jaw jackers going up, and like all over the place they're going off. It was madness. out
people
there.
running everywhere.
Oh yeah, and we had a kid. He was probably about 10 or 11 with us, and we were with his parents. But he was just running across the ice, getting them left and right, and he was like our official fish weigher of the trip. Would come up and be like, "Looks like you're in first place, man."
Nice. That's
So
the
it was
best
a
when you
really
get the
fun
kids'
trip.
smiles.
That sounds
Oh,
like
yeah.
a blast.
What
And
was
then the
like
guy
your-
I was fishing with, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but it was probably hands down one of the coolest experiences I've ever dealt with on the ice. But the guy
What's
I
up,
was fishing with,
Danny?
he brought out a propane powered stove. So he was cooking us lasagna and cookies and cinnamon rolls and shit on the ice. It was like the coolest thing ever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we had hot lasagna, and his son's, "Here's your plate of lasagna, man." And we're like, "Oh my God, this is so crazy."
That'd be
You
kind
know,
of a
like
good
eating
business to
cookies
do.
and hot
Yeah.
lasagna. Yeah. It was
It's
like
awesome.
a little restaurant, you know, and it was just such
Ooh.
a treat to experience that.
Like a food truck, a food
Yeah.
wheeler.
Do it, Nikki.
I would love that. I know.
I know, right?
Oh.
Just
Going
go
down the ice.
snowmobile giving out food. Have a little menu and everything.
Definitely
Oh,
thought about
totally.
it.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
What's
it
the
was-
average? Would you guys have a guide out there?
No, we actually went out there the first year and just kind of gave it hell. Caught a few, but went out the second year with vengeance, and
That's
we
awesome.
kind of, I'd only caught 1 fish, and a couple of my buddies had caught a few, but it was really slow until we kind of made the decision to fish how we did back home. And as soon as we did that, I mean, the first hole we drilled, we were pulling out like 30 jumbos out of those holes. So it was almost kind of that confidence booster of like, damn, I guess I do know what I'm doing.
What's the limit there?
There is no limit on what you can keep
Yeah.
in Lake Cascade, because
Wow.
they did a biology study, and there's actually like billions and billions and billions of perch in that lake. So they actually encourage you to keep the bigger ones so the future generations can get as big as they can.
They don't get
So-
stunted.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Words opposite
So-
for us here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, these fish are puking up little perch, 2 or 3, 4, 5 inches, and that's how they're getting so big. They're eating
eating
nothing
their
but
own.
protein. Yeah.
So didn't they introduce them in there to like feed the trout and everything else as like another food source, and then they
Yeah,
just
they
kind of took
introduced them
over?
and they kind of took over, and then
Yeah.
they just decided to kind of roll with it, and now they got like a world class,
Amazing perch
fishing
fishery.
destination. Yeah,
Oh,
and those things are freaks of nature. The pictures.
Oh, they're insane.
Yeah, they don't even do them justice until you hold one in your hand and you're like, oh my God, like what is
Luke's-
wrong with these fish? Like holy crap.
I've seen Luke's mount that he has, and it's wild.
Yeah, they're definitely, if you haven't gone, it's a trip of a lifetime.
wow. I would definitely go.
Yeah.
They're in Canada. I actually had a lot of fun in
Canada would be another one.
Oh yeah.
In Canada, you can catch muskies.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
You get pike that are
Oh yeah.
Have you caught a
big as
muskie, Shawn?
out there.
Yeah, we have a lake about 45 minutes away, Newman Lake. It froze over last year, and we got to see 2 muskie come through the ice, which is pretty, cool because it doesn't
Oh,
happen every year.
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Nikki hasn't
You don't
caught a
get a lot
muskie
of them,
yet.
but
Well, Nikki hasn't caught her muskie yet, and it's been an ongoing thing, giving her a hard time.
You'll get one.
Yeah.
You'll get one. Keep
I
at
can't
it.
wait till it ends.
Yeah.
That way
It's been like 5. It's been
She
like
was a
5
new
years.
thing to-
Wait,
Oh,
it's gonna
no.
be like a 50-something
Yep.
inch fish,
She-
and she's gonna
keep
be
Yeah,
like,
it's
"It's
fishing.
gonna
worth
be a
it."
pounder for sure.
She's fishing
They're
for muskies.
finally long past due.
She keeps fishing for muskies and keeps kissing frogs, and neither one come out to
Yeah.
anything.
We got nothing. So do you have kids?
Yeah, I've got 2 kids, a 3-year-old and he's like 2 months, so he's a pretty.
Oh, whoa!
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
He's a-
congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thank you. He's a fun little guy, but it's definitely keeps me on my toes between all the bait making and everything else, you know.
Yeah, you're busy.
How is that going for you, the company?
It's going pretty good.
Every-
Last month I decided to do this little promo. I mean, as a small business, it's kind of hard sometimes to get a leg out there, but just because of everything that's available already, you know, like 13 Fishin and Euro Tackle, all those soft plastics, you know, there's a lot of them out there. So it's kind of a dog world, you know, to get out there. So I decided to do a promotion that allowed people to test my baits. All they had to do was pay shipping, and ran that for the last month. And I've probably done the best I've ever done as far as getting feedback and people's opinions on our product. So that was pretty awesome to see that come from just allowing people to get just one free pack to try them out.
That's awesome.
And it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to a store and you're like, what do I try? What do I try? And you buy like 10 different things. And then it's like, I don't like any of them.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. It's like,
and that's
test
the hard
before
part
you buy.
sometimes, yeah. And most of the time, you know, you do get a lot of people that just get that one free tester pack, but then you get a lot of, you know, 70% of people are like, well, I'm getting something else. I'm not just going to get a tester pack. So, and that was really cool because we had one of the people that tested out our baits. He bought a bunch of the same color but different scents and made a YouTube video on it, how scents affect ice fishing. And it came out to where no scent was actually almost as effective as 2 of the other scents that were the top on the board, you know. So
what
Where are the
what's
two
your
on the
sense?
top? Yeah.
What's
the
your
2
sense?
cents was anise was the first one, or second place, and then anise shrimp, our anise shrimp scent took first place, just hands down every time they put in the water. And then no scent took like 3rd or 4th. So I mean, no scent was smacking them just as good as scent.
Yeah.
But sometimes he was saying that the ones without scent, they would look, but the ones that had the scent that they wanted, it was like a no-brainer. They were just eating it.
Whenever they're being finicky like that and you don't have any scent, they'll come up. That's whenever they're charging it, and then they'll usually, you know, hit the brakes and then they're gone.
Yep.
But where that scent, that extra little bit's just enough to coax them to just slam it.
Yeah, and he did like garlic, and I think a couple other ones are ice hammer, which is like leech, nightcrawler, and shad mix of those scents. It's a great one, but it actually probably did about, I'd say 40%, you know, what fish caught on that one compared to the anise shrimp and anise. So a no scent, which kind of blew me away.
Do you put it in your plastic, or is it like a spray on, or what is it? It's just something you just pour on the plastic?
Yeah, I found that if you add it to the plastic, it doesn't quite smell the same afterwards. So we just saturate our plastics in that scent, so they'll sit in that scent for as long as they're in the bag, and it kind of seeps into the plastic. And a lot of our baits aren't already made. So like, let's say you ordered, I make them per order, so they come out fresh, they sit for a few days, cure, and then you get them so they're not hard and less pliable than it would be if they sat around for a while.
Okay, well, that's a good idea. I mean, because you get that stuff sometimes, you get to spray it on and it's like, ew, then it's all over you.
Yep.
Then you start attracting other things besides fish, and it's not good.
I always had luck with garlic.
That's why I'm saying
Garlic.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of surprised. Garlic was kind of.
So I run a lot of stuff that's anise flavored, and it works good.
What do you call it?
Anise.
Anise,
Anise.
anise,
Anise.
Yeah.
anise,
Anise.
Yeah.
Anise. I've heard it called several different.
There's-
things.
Jesus,
there's a-
Amy.
rapala,
different ways.
rapala,
The black licorice flavored
anise.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
anise,
that's what it is. Black licorice.
Yeah.
anise.
It's beautiful.
It
Yeah.
works
Catches
great.
everything.
Ugh.
You spray that on you, you go to Lisa's place, and you won't go home alone. You won't. I
Gross.
swear to God. I'll just prove it right now. I got it in the store.
So are you
That's
mostly
awesome.
just doing plastics, or do you actually doing jigs too, or
Yeah, we actually carry, without, you can't have jigs or plastics without jigs. So we carry, some of the top companies' jigs that, like Widowmaker, for instance. We
Nice.
carry all of their glow jigs, their slab seekers, pretty much anything that they have that is, in high demand. We try to carry it just because of their quality and everything. And I mean, they're amazing for customer service. You send them a picture of a nice fish and they'll share it. So it's really engaging and kind of nice to have that return when you appreciate a product so much.
That's awesome.
what? I know I'm asking all the questions because I can't. So like,
No,
what
you're
is
good.
what is your like most popular color there? Like here, I'm gonna say chartreuse and white and pink right
Chartreuse
now.
are-
White, a
It's
lot of
pretty
good
popular
colors.
here.
Chartreuse
What's
glow.
their-
Right?
Yeah,
Go
chartreuse
in.
Yeah,
glow.
chartreuse
Yeah,
glow.
or
Chartreuse
Wonder
glow.
Bread or
Yeah.
Wonder Bread.
Yeah,
Bread.
Wonder Bread for sure is definitely a popular color, I think, everywhere nowadays. The fish just, I don't know what it is about it. They just like it.
So is there a Wonder Bread perch eye?
You can put a perch on a Wonder Bread jig.
It's not the
But I
same
haven't
thing.
gone
So
that far,
I'm gonna-
but,
I'm gonna show that perch eye here real quick.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's see some of these.
I did download it real quick for you guys. So that's the glow of the perch eye.
Nice.
Crazy.
Look at that.
Wow.
And that's a plastic.
That's a
Yeah,
plastic.
it's
So
soft plastic.
here's a question for you, Shawn. So I see that you do that. So did you make a mold, or is that mold you purchase? You
I
know,
purchased it, but I modified it to work
modified,
for how
yeah.
I wanted it to work.
yeah, we all modify it. But now when you pop that out, did any other company around your area or anybody else complain that now they're selling perch eyes?
Not
At all.
really.
You
I
never
don't
got any
think
beef for
there's
it.
Too many places. The only one that I knew about isn't around anymore. So I don't think there is anyone else that makes them, to be honest.
Because I remember when they came out, 2020? Remember? So there's a couple of people that were making them, and there was beef about that. That one made them. So one made their own mold. The other guy bought an AI. No, I don't know if it's an AI mold, but they bought a mold, and there was big beef over that.
Oh, wow.
But that's what I was asking to see if you got
I-
beef because you did that too.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it. I know we started the perch
Yeah,
eyes
there
2
are
or
a
3
few
years
of 'em.
ago.
Yeah.
And there was a few that followed, as far as like tried to replicate how we make them. But because of how we modified it, it's just, it's more or less depends on what you do in the plastic kind of side, coloring and stuff like that when it comes to molds. Because anybody can buy a mold and make the same thing. It's
Yeah.
kind of more or less just what you do to it on the side of when you mix the plastic that gives it its, I guess, individuality from everybody else.
I think Shawn needs to send a couple here, don't you think?
We were
I'd
gonna.
love to send you guys some.
I'll run 'em.
We'll purchase some. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll bring some in for you guys.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah,
try.
why
So I'm
not?
gonna
I've got
go
some
through these
tournaments
pictures here
coming
real
up.
quick.
Exactly.
Check out that
there's
baby.
one of
Fatty.
Yeah.
Look at that
Yeah,
fat
that's
mama.
PB perch from
That's
Cascade.
a
It was,
lot of dinner there.
it was 1.95 pounds. So it
I
was
love
a
the
big
colors on that too.
Chunky.
Look at the colors on that.
I know. Look at that. Look at that
Vibrant.
orange.
It's so
one. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like she's got a little seashell bikini on, huh?
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
like this.
It's
Are
those
they-
summer girls over there,
Are they like that in the summer
Look at
too?
that.
Just
Yeah, man,
insane.
they're like that in the summer too.
Look at that.
That's gorgeous.
Jesus Christ.
And then you got the
Hey,
mountains
that
in the
looks
background.
photoshopped.
It does look good.
Doesn't it? Like if you
Shawn,
were
that's
down there-
photoshopped.
I
Nice
know,
try.
I know. It's so
Just
funny when you say that because if I wouldn't have gone there and caught those, I would say the same thing. That looks photoshopped,
crazy.
but it's not. They're just freaks of nature up there.
That's insane.
It's not because when I run the picture to do the remove the layers, it's all one.
What? How deep
Well,
were
they
you?
are.
As a matter of
Oh,
fact, it took me a very long time to get rid of the bucket because the bucket wouldn't remove because it's such
I
in the
saw it.
tail.
I'm like, go Home
Yeah.
Depot.
Well, it's not because it's Home Depot. It's just I didn't want it on the thumbnail. But yeah,
Oh
it
no, I
was
just
pretty
laughed
hard.
because I didn't notice it till I took the picture. And I was like, look at that bright Home Depot bucket in the background.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
What does
Yeah.
that spell?
LF24, Lifted Fishin
LF
24.
24.
Fishing
Oh,
24.
I didn't.
So
It looks like it
24,
looks like
'cause we
a-
try to do it
Slow.
every year, like Lifted Fishin 23 or 22. So I figured, man, I've never been able to spell LF24 out of jumbos before. So
that's awesome.
How
That's
deep
fun.
were you catching those?
29 feet, but it was weird because the first ones we caught were puking up these little clams, like freshwater clams. So we started switching up where we were fishing. I went home and to our Airbnb and looked up where those freshwater clams live, and they explained that they lived
That's
in the
smart.
current. So I was like, these fish are eating out of the current. They're not eating in the flats. They're not, doing what normal perch would do up in the mud flats. They were staying in the current and sitting on the bottom of the bed and just, like whales and plankton, just swimming through those freshwater shrimp beds and just mouthfuls of them.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, I see what's going on here. So we started moving out towards the current and started finding flats that were next to current. And so we were looking for like the submerged lakes or submerged rivers, anything like that were, you can go to Navionics chart plotter or whatever and look it up. But you'll see those rivers coming down through the topography, and you just find a little flat somewhere where that river kind of goes right over the corner of it or something like that, and you just post up right there, and we were just hammering them.
That's
Awesome.
So I want you to look at
That's
this picture real
awesome.
quick before we get these, haters going. You can see the same bucket in the back, and you can
Yep.
see all the perch right there. So there you go.
It is funny because those perch still say 24 on the ground.
Yeah, they did.
Look at that.
So
Look at that orange.
Thing is just
crazy.
bad.
stunning.
So do you think
Yeah.
that, they pretty much stay
Sexy.
the same area too in the summer too?
I'd say they probably go a little shallower. With
Shallower.
this weird weather, it was they didn't really know what to do because when we were there, the shorelines were melting and there was like 6 to 7 feet of water from the shore to the shelf of ice.
Yeah.
So I was pretty sketched out about even taking the snow machines on it. But the guy I was with, man, he had the heaviest machine and he's like, I think we can do it. Just got to pin it to win it. And I'm like, all right, bro, you go
Just
first.
Just send it.
And he
Fit right in
zipped
Minnesota here.
across the ice and his sled went across and the sled he was pulling, popped over the edge. And I was like, well, shit. All right. I guess his sled's like twice as, the weight of mine. He had like a 500-pound sled pulling that sled with his mountain sled in front. So I was like, all right, I got this little one-man pop-up in a 500-pound snowmobile. I'm just going to pin it to win it. And it wasn't too bad once you got on there. That first one was probably the kicker. But after that, it was like it wasn't even there. You just go down the beach, pin it, shoot across the water, you're on the ice, you're gone.
Yeah, what happened when you came back
Fun
though?
though.
Yeah, and we had to stagger it. So like where one person went on, you had to go on next to them and kind of like stagger it over. So you weren't going on the same patch of ice everybody else went on. But common sense definitely plays a big factor in there.
There's not a lot of that. though.
That's where a lot of people get in trouble
Yeah.
around here sometimes,
Yeah.
I think.
No,
I think
thank
this
you.
year I've seen more
Yeah,
posts of
it's been
people going
insane.
in.
Yeah, it's crazy, wise.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you, my buddy was looking at his watch and he's like, dude, my heart rate went up to 160 today. And it said it happened when we were looking at the ice, deciding whether or not to go on or not. His watch is telling him he needs to take a break.
So here's some more baits. What are those? I can't.
There's some smaller profiles. They're like 1 inch. And those ones I actually filled up with like 10 different profiles. So there's like 100 baits in 10 different profiles in each one of those packs.
That's
wow.
awesome.
Right.
And I
like
donated
that.
those to a tournament over in
look at
Bonaparte
that.
Lake, Washington. So those actually went to some kids or some contestants that won the tournament.
That's a great
Ooh,
glow.
what's the
That's
upper left
awesome.
one?
Yeah, those glow really nice.
That one up there, up in the upper left, I like.
Yeah, I'll have to
Okay.
look in the picture and see.
Looks like starfish
like-
almost.
Oh, those are the little Ant-Mans. They're little 4-legged.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, I know what you're
bigger
talking
ones
about.
Not
and
the
like
Tin
little
Man.
smaller ones.
Yeah, so they're the
That's
ones.
awesome.
So you have to
Up
put
here.
them in there for sure,
They're
Sean.
these right
I
here.
want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's got to go in the pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Care package.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
did I
gonna
just
need
say
some
that
of
out loud?
those.
And that was my buddy that drove across the ice first. So I was like, man, you got to get in here. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here
Oh
today.
yeah. I don't.
doubt.
I don't. Well, I'm not stereotyping, but that dude definitely looks like somebody that's gonna do that.
Yep.
It's
Just
funny.
said it.
Somebody actually commented on that picture and asked if it was the Diesel brother guy, Dave from the Diesel Brothers.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh,
Oh,
look
I
at
was
that
like,
bass.
it could be.
that's a nice bass.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait for bass season.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
definitely a love-hate relationship for the open water, but there's something about skipping docks with a Senko that just makes it
Yeah.
all melt
Oh,
away.
that's that one that you were talking about, right? The one right
Yeah,
on.
that's the little
Nose?
nymph, actually. It's
Oh.
a little freshwater nymph. That bait right there.
Nice.
Check that out.
Nice.
And that's the
Sure.
5-pound bass I was talking about that my buddy caught that I watched him catch on the live scope.
That's
We didn't
awesome.
tell him how big
That's
it was either.
awesome.
We were like, "Oh man, that's a nice fish. Be ready." And he was like,
Do
"All
you,
right."
do you guys keep bass and eat them, or you guys throw them back?
Actually, I've never eaten a bass, which is
Yeah, I
kind
know.
of
They don't
kind of
taste like
funny
bass.
because I hear they're really good. But I just
Yeah,
put them back because I love catching them, so I don't eat them.
Do you have those fish, those perch eyes in stock?
Yep. And I
Okay.
actually make them so like if you guys ordered some, they would become fresh made, everything.
Well,
And
I
they're
don't
also
want old
scented
stuff.
as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Nobody wants old plastic. It just doesn't have the same action.
No. Oh,
I don't think the action is gonna matter on the perch eyes.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna matter on the perch eyes.
And I'm
No.
not gonna comment on that one. I'm gonna let it slide. I
Like,
caught
dude,
it.
these perch eyes have such good action.
Well, see if you can have them out next week. Then I have a huge tournament March 10th. I can
Oh,
hopefully win on
Good
that
luck.
one. So
And I'm actually
Yeah.
shooting a bunch. I just shot, 500 of them before I got on this call.
damn.
So I can
yeah.
usually pop out another 2 or 3 packs while I'm out there for you guys too as well. So
Yeah, we were
That's sick.
talking earlier, and I can hear the fans going. The exhaust. He was shooting baits while we were
oh
talking.
yeah, yeah, it gets
Nice.
pretty loud in there.
nice. Yeah,
You gotta
and the
have good
ant man.
ventilation. Keeps you
Yeah.
healthy.
And the ants. We want the ants in there too.
We didn't
Yeah.
have good
Did I
ventilation.
put my order in now? Did I just
Yeah.
put my order in?
Yeah, just put your order in. Oh,
Yeah, my
Uh-oh.
my favorite color is the chartreuse.
And we got, if you like chartreuse, you'll have to try there's our glow baits that's yellow to gold. It's a yellow like color bait, but it glows gold, and it is probably one of the coolest glowing baits that
sounds
we have.
sweet.
Oh, maybe we should try that one too. So just
Yeah.
go ahead and put that in there.
Just add to cart, please.
And I just posted the link for you guys if you guys want to look in the website and check it out. But yeah, we'll talk and then we'll see what we bring in. We're probably bringing the perch eyes into the shop. I think that's something we used to carry. Judges, yeah,
Yeah, I think I remember.
which I think is one of the guys that had that beef.
It's kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
funny. I had a guy message me while I was in Cascade. He had purchased some of our baits and stuff, and was like, "Hey, man, I'll be in Cascade too. I'd like to shake your hand and meet you. My kid wants to meet you." So I was like, "All right, cool." A couple days, we're out fishing. We weren't able to meet up. The last day we were there, he met us at the tackle shop there, Tackle Tom's in Cascade, Idaho, and he's like, "Hey, man, me and my kid made a trip down here. All we've caught is like 10 inchers, a lot of 10 inchers. What can we change?" And I pulled up my Navionics map and I was like, this is what I would do. Go check out these kind of spots. And he texted me today and said he had caught a 15 incher, 1.65 pounder, and it made the trip for his son. And he couldn't
That's
thank me
awesome.
more enough.
And that's what it's about.
That's
For giving him the
100%.
tips, just being like, hey, man, this is where you need to focus. And it was all because of the mouthful of the freshwater clams.
Yep.
That was when I Googled, where the hell do these things live? So,
Well, that's
and,
what it's about
yeah.
too. I mean, it's not
Yeah. You
always
gotta do your
someone's looking for
research.
spots. You just want to
Oh,
take
yeah.
those kids out to experience and make memories with their parents or the grandparents or moms or
Yeah.
sisters. But just that's good for you for doing that.
That's
And a lot of
awesome.
people, wouldn't really share that information because oh, I might go back and my spot doesn't hold fish anymore. That lake is 20 miles long,
Yeah,
That
that lake's
There's
huge.
plenty of fish in there. They could go fish that same spot I fished, pull out just as many fish, and I could go back there next year and probably do the same damn thing.
So
Yeah.
we'll need your spots next year.
You guys will just have to get a hold of me when you shoot up there, and we'll do a little 5-hour escapade
Oh,
across.
I
the
will do.
That would be
state
awesome.
and
That'd be
meet you
fun.
guys, and we'll get some perch eyes going and have a good
We'd
old
have to
time.
rent. We'll definitely have to rent sleds though for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
I've got my baits will be in Tackle Tom's there in Cascade, Idaho. So just tell them that Lifted Fishin Outdoors and that we sent you, and I'm guaranteed they'll take good care on the sleds and everything.
Tacos,
yeah.
tacos, sledding, and perch. Love it.
Good combo.
And then Nikki goes,
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
have scones.
For scones, we'll bring
Oh
Nikki
yeah,
scones.
you can't forget the scones. I heard you talking
No.
about those earlier.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I did
Nikki
the
makes
tie for.
Scones.
Yeah, Nikki
Oh.
makes some bomb scones. Yeah, she brought one for Luke, but we're gonna split it.
He's like, those are fighting words right there.
Have you ever been to Minnesota then?
No, I really want to go. I'm pretty jelly of you guys as like big ice
So-
shows and stuff like that. 'Cause
Should
we don't
definitely
have
come
anything
out.
like that around here.
Oh,
Well, I'll
really?
tell you what. Next year, for the ice show, we'll talk.
Oh hell yeah!
Maybe you can come down.
I've been wanting to. It's like a kind of a small dream, silly to call it a dream. But when you're from Washington State and we don't even have anything close to ice shows around here, it's something that, we kind of dream about over on this side of the state.
Is it not that popular ice fishing as it is here in Minnesota?
It's starting to get more popular than it was 3 years ago. You're going out and seeing a lot more people. For instance, one of the lakes that we fish normally, 4 or 5 huts out there, maybe most. There was like 15 huts out there this season, and like looked like parties of people on the lake.
So
There
it's
was
good
so
and
many
bad.
people. So yeah, it's good and bad because the fishing it's gonna
Yeah.
impact it a little, but at the same time, it's good to see that people are exercising, the option to get out of the house. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
it just
I
kind of
just- I
pushes you
never
to find other lakes versus
That's the way I am.
fishing the same lake all the time because no one's there. Oh well, a bunch of people. I guess I'll fish something else.
Yep.
Oh, he'd be goo goo gaga over our shows. We have
Yeah.
like
Oh my
4 or
God,
5 big
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
I'd be like a kid in the candy store.
We've got quite a few ice shows up here.
Fun.
Yeah, Clam does
Then
the
like
biggest
St.
one.
Paul. Is the St. Paul one? That's one of the
Yeah.
bigger ones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
like
is.
the biggest one.
Amy's
Yeah.
like a celebrity there. You can't even say hi to her. We
Yeah,
gotta like wait in
whatever.
line to say hi to Amy.
Whatever. Yeah, no.
I barely
It's
see
the
her.
truth.
She's so little. Where is
Whatever. Yeah,
Whatever.
Clam's got a big push into that into that show. So,
Oh,
I had to pretend I had to pretend I was getting a heart attack so I could get ahead of the lane.
oh,
right. Excuse me.
I just waited
whatever.
because I was working the North End booth. I just waited till it shut down, and then I went and said hi.
I'm not kidding you. I'll show you. I'll show you a picture. Look, there she is.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
yeah.
It's Clam Pro right there.
I had to go bug Shelly.
I was just talking to Dusty.
Huh?
Isn't that Dustin?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
Shelly.
Dustin. That's
No, Shelly.
That's Shelly
No,
Holland.
Shelly.
With you guys.
What's him?
That was you.
That was true. That was.
What the hell's wrong with you, Nikki? What the hell's wrong?
Oh, now I see it.
It's like, oh.
It
Is
didn't
it-
look like
Is them flaps you got on your eyelids or anything to watch right?
I've seen enough.
Every time she winks, you guys feel the breeze when she winks?
What do you say? We could tell her. You could tell him to watch the Chronicles too. That'd be a good show for him
Yeah.
to watch.
Oh,
Check
yeah.
out the.
No,
Coffee
no, you don't want to
Chronicles.
watch the Chronicles. So they have guests, and sometimes they ask the guests questions, and they can't remember what they're doing.
Shut
Oh,
it.
geez.
Anyway,
For reals, I'm not kidding you.
you ever watch the Crappie Chronicles? You ever heard of
No,
them?
actually.
Okay, you should go out on YouTube. They're a big group of 4 guys that go out to the metro areas and catch big old crappies. So if you want to
Oh,
see
nice.
big crappies, those are some crappies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're
One of the
definitely
spots
gonna
is
check
like,
those guys out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
check
that's
out
good
season 4, episode 2.
yeah.
just watch all
Yeah.
of them.
That's what they get all the guests with Alzheimer's.
Shut up. Just because I forgot. When somebody puts you on the spot, you forget what you're fishing with, and that's what they
But
do.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I'm really jealous because Amy got to try that burger.
The burger.
Wasn't it a burger? What was it?
The pinhead?
No, he always cooks at the end of the show.
Oh, pink.
Yeah, right.
What about 'em?
That burger,
That was a crappie burger.
crappy burger, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
See what I mean? They have guests that have Alzheimer's. She
Yeah.
can't remember. She's talking.
I don't know.
She ate a pinhead.
You forgot what
Great.
crappie is.
There you go.
Yeah, they got some good crappie recipes in his
Yeah,
book.
he's
too.
a great cook.
Pink is, yeah, I have to check them out.
He makes,
Yeah.
he makes a lot of cool food. at
They
the
do
end
a
the
lot of
show.
catching
It's pretty
cooks.
bad.
And
And
Start
that's
from
the,
season-
the Crappie Chronicles.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then we got
I'm gonna have to
then we
check that
got-
out for sure.
And it's like you're watching a movie. Just the way they produce that show, and it's like
it's incredible.
you get engulfed in it. It's like,
there's a
That's
lot of good
awesome.
information.
You'll
A
get
lot of
addicted.
good information.
I mean, Amy got me
Yeah,
on it. And I already
I'm
watched all the
sold on
seasons.
it. I'm already sold on it.
We played.
We checked
I
it
think
out soon.
I'm not kidding you. At our beach shop in Montgomery, we probably played their videos already. Probably we played the seasons
Whatever.
for like nonstop. Even Luke sat down and watched them.
Well, Danny Vu
Nice.
is on in our comments, and he's in season 1. My
Yep.
buddy that I fish with
Ooh,
quite a bit.
nice.
He's from Knocked Outdoors. Him and his 2 other buddies.
So
Oh, that's cool.
they used to.
They do a ton of
And
fishing.
Danny Vu, that's how you're gonna meet him. He never shows his face. It's like a Mexican wrestler. You won't show your identity.
You can walk by him in Shields and you never know.
Anywhere you go, you see somebody like that, you know it's Danny Vu.
He's
Yeah.
an Asian
Yeah,
fisherman.
he's a mysterious angler.
Yeah, he's always.
Yes.
He'll be on in 2 weeks.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna have to tune in.
Yeah.
No one's gonna add you, Jay. When nobody's drop shotting.
Add me up, he says. There you go.
Add up my brother Jay.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
Sean, thank you for joining us, brother. This is
Yeah, man.
great.
Anytime. Thanks for having me. It was an honor.
Yeah.
If you get out this way, definitely let us know. And
Oh yeah,
well,
we'll take you out.
should
I'll
come,
take
you
you
should
out.
just
I'll
plan
take
a
you
trip
out.
next
Make
year
it.
for ice.
These guys, not so much, maybe, but this.
Yeah,
We'll take it.
you won't get me out on the ice, Sean.
Yeah, no.
I don't even
I'll
look
get
at
you
it.
out on the ice.
I take their word for it, especially the guys that go out in the river ice fish.
I just gave up
Yeah.
on this guy, so
Not gonna happen. I'll make them. I'll pay and make whatever lure they want, but I ain't going on the ice. I'll just
I
hear
just
about
want to bring him
Yeah,
early
don't bring
ice
it,
when it's
man.
popping a lot and watch his
Yeah,
reaction.
we'll go out on 2, and I'll go out on 2.
Oh,
2 and a
yeah.
half,
Oh yeah.
3.
Two's. I feel
I
safe
will.
on 2.
I was on 2.
Maybe not like with
Most
people
of the
around
time.
me, but
No.
Yeah,
That's why they always.
I
tell
don't
me
know.
to
I've
like one.
definitely ran the heater on.
Oh,
like
out
2.5
here,
inches.
brothers.
Oh,
Out here, I
Yelling,
mean,
I get it.
you got lakes that have. They're like cities. I mean, there's streets.
Mhm.
And
It's
there's
crazy.
bars, nightclubs.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All kinds of crap going on
Fish
out here.
playa.
I knew
Yeah.
I knew one kid that I used to work with. He actually had a stripper pole in his wheelhouse. It's like five
Yeah.
That's funny you
nuts.
say that, because of that whole stuff that happened. What was it, a couple years ago at the hookers?
Like the hookers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, oh, I thought you
The
all
shanties.
that out there.
Hey, I'm on
Technically.
OnlyFans.
And you got an OnlyFans. Yeah.
Gotta make,
OnlyFans.
yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
make my
Yeah,
fish
OnlyFans.
somehow.
Yeah, that's the way she's gonna pay for the franchise. That's the
Nikki's
only
on
way,
OnlyFans.
Only fins. Yeah.
that's the only way she's gonna
OnlyFans.
pay for the franchise.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
how I gotta pay for my
Uh-huh,
purchase.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what I'm doing wrong?
See
Right,
what you're
Sean.
doing, Sean?
Do me a favor, Sean. I'm gonna kick you out real quick so we can
Yep.
and
No
then
problem.
just don't get off the podcast. Just stay on there. And
All
we'll
right,
get
sounds
to-
good.
But thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
that's
That was
awesome. I do want my purchase though.
Those
I
do
I want to
look.
try those.
Those
They
glow
look
look
really nice.
really
the
nice.
glow got me.
Yeah.
The glow really
'Cause I'm not done ice fishing.
Oh, those glow are gonna be crappie killers.
I got to go 3 hours
can-
north on Saturday.
I just
so.
feel it.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I want to try it. I need
I'm gonna buy some and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
take some to my brother Luke and I'm gonna put a bucket in the living room and then he can just jig there so he doesn't feel left out.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet.
with a scone next to
You-
him.
and
You want
with
me
the-
to
with
catch-
the- yeah, you're gonna have to make him a 6-pack of scones, Nikki, because
Can put some bluegillers.
I gotta
Come
build him
over
back. I gotta
riding
build it. I gotta build his strength back up because
Yeah, we
it's
do.
not the same being at the shop and he's not there bothering me.
I'll make them a variety pack.
Yeah, it's not the same while making lures. Somebody telling me, "Hey, can you come check this? Did I do this right?" And then when I go, he says, "Well, no, that's not the way you do it." So then why you call me then? Why are you bothering me then? If you really know how to do it, why you call me? I just wanted to make sure.
Oh jeez.
Cowboy
All those
Danny.
people.
Yeah, Cowboy Danny. Yeehaw.
I
I would be fishing with him this weekend, but he's got family. So shame.
when When's Danny gonna come back on the podcast?
The 21st.
Yeah, him and the
Boys?
knockout boys.
The knockout.
Yes.
Are they
That's
all
gonna
coming
be a-
in?
That's gonna be a
I
banger.
think Danny will be here, and I think the other two will probably be virtual. So
Virtual?
I'll be here for sure.
Yeah, they're a little bit north.
They
The
live
other
up in
guys
the
aren't
Plymouth
they? Yeah,
area, up there. But yeah, they get out quite a bit, and
they're all over the place.
they're fishing. Danny's on a catfish.
Yeah,
White bass
he's been
run right
clobbering.
now.
He's had a hell of a season this year.
Yeah.
I'm
You know what's
jealous of
funny,
how
though?
much time you've had, Danny.
He knows this too. He knows this. There's two people that I do not catch fish with. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. And it's him and another one. I go fishing with them. I catch nothing. The next day when I go to a tournament or whatever, I slam them. I'm like, they're Owens.
Danny says he's gonna make them all come.
Yep.
So
Oh, that's funny.
Says I'll
Good luck
make
with
them
that.
come.
Team no sleep.
Yes,
Are you-
I definitely hear that.
But yeah, we'll totally have to get
so there's
this.
3 of them, right? There's 3.
There's 3.
Yep. So yeah, we'll all fit.
Danny, Andrew, and Mo.
We'll all
Yep.
fit. Yep. The new setup. Hopefully we finish this up so that we can show the whole setup.
Cool bean.
But-
all right. Well, thanks.
Yeah,
I had a great
we
day.
gotta
get
Too
the
bad
room
next
set
week
up.
is Heart Week.
Yep.
I'll be here.
Happy
if
Valentine's
you're
Day, to
doing it.
everybody.
Ew.
You guys have fun and be safe. What else we got going
Be
on?
safe on the ice, please.
Yeah,
Now
so-
with this weather.
This
So
is
yeah.
not the time to be playing.
So anyway, so next week, guys, we won't have a podcast because of Valentine's Day. But just
God, you act like you're married,
Yeah.
Chewy.
hold on, enough ice fish stock, soft water around the corner. My river going to be empty. I think it's going to be really empty, Brandon. Very empty unless we get some spring rain.
There's already. I don't know. The crow's opening up.
Yep, I'm gonna be heading up.
It's
Pretty
opening up. It's
pictures.
flowing here.
Yeah,
down by the
drove
dam.
I'd like to
past
go
it.
down.
I haven't
I'll be
fished
driving
it yet.
past it tomorrow because of my job
I
tomorrow.
drive by it every
right
day
there.
going to Delano.
He's going
I'm
north.
checking out by the dam because that's where my
He'll be in Winnie.
Ooh, Winnie's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been up there this
I
year
like
at
Winnie.
all.
I haven't been to Wait. Isn't that where we went
Yeah,
when we?
when I got
years ago.
lost.
Yeah, well, and that ice was kind of scary too. Remember?
It was like chunk
the
ice that had
heat.
blown in and then refroze, and
Yeah,
it
and
was like
people
it was varying a lot.
coming into our spots that we drove.
And then Joe's just like, if I go through, there's a rope in my
Yeah.
bucket, and
Yeah.
he just kept drilling holes and going further and further.
Whoa, man, this is way too much.
And then Mike didn't show up.
No, but he did the next day, I think. 'cause
Yeah, I
went
didn't
to-
know. I had to go home.
Mm.
You got lost. I know.
We lost.
I did. I had never been
Send
up
me
there
a
before.
picture.
That's what Danny put
I
up
was
there.
driving down a forest road.
Where am I? I'm like, really?
I was like, where the hell is this boat landing at?
You had Joe even rolling. That was really funny.
Well, good. Well, I'm excited for the Knocked Out Boys.
Yeah.
I am
Nice
too.
seeing you guys again. Miss
So
you,
good.
Luke. Miss you, Luke. I
Yeah,
hope you get
miss
missed
Luke.
better.
Luke.
Missed the blonde bomber. She's sick, so I hope she gets better soon.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully,
Yep, hopefully
We'll talk
everybody
soon.
gets
better.
well better. Yeah, this
A lot
season.
of people have been sick. lately,
Yeah,
so.
it's my kid's been
Ish.
sick on and
Yeah.
off a
So
My
lot.
son just got over something. and-
I got a cold coming on. I don't think I can work tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, we did, that don't matter for
Yeah,
us.
right,
so.
All my clients are really good, so
Yeah.
Mine are too. They're
yeah,
not.
whatever. Don't roll your eyeball. Well, I'm glad we met Sean. Now we know where to go next year.
Yep.
Yeah, a great guy. I mean, I saw his lures and I really,
Remember
No,
really liked it.
and-
ants?
killer.
Ants and perch eyes.
And
Yeah,
perch
we're
eyes.
gonna talk to him after the podcast. All right.
About
All right,
tacos.
guys.
All right, peace, guys.
See you guys later.
Bye.
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 Eh.
Yeah.